Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Singapore Starcraft League November. This is the grand finals, game 3 between inFiRevenant here in the 2 o'clock position as the orange Zerg, and against aLtOxygeN in the 12 o'clock position as the blue Terran. This is Metalopolis. Now the thing is last map we were playing on Steps of War, and because aLtOxygeN lost the game 1, he did choose Steps of War for a very good reason. There's a lot of good things that you can do on the map. Because of the short rush distance, you're able to put out a lot of early pressure, and that's exactly what aLtOxygeN did. He was in inFiRevenant's face very early with a proxy barracks, and with 2 or 3 Marine SCV support, he tried to do a little pressure. Then in a shocker, he pulled off 8 SCVs to rush Revenant's base. Revenant scrambled to get as many Zerglings as he could and barely squeaked off a hasty defense, and the game was reset. We were 5 minutes into the game and it was reset back to the 2-minute mark. Both of them had 13 harvesters at the end of the engage, but Revenant decided to go for all-in bailing bus, and there was a tiny gap in aLtOxygeN's defense, and that one gap, that one missing tech lab, cost aLtOxygeN the game. Now these two players are really good. Both of the plays have been extremely close, and it's going to come down to see if aLtOxygeN is going to be able to win it on Metalopolis. It was his choice once again, and Revenant being very wise. I don't even think aLtOxygeN saw that Overlord. Revenant was being very careful with the placement, and he is going to keep his Overlord spinning over there. And yeah, there we go. aLtOxygeN is not even scouting with his SCV, so I think he's concerned about a 9-pull, but he's not going to be have to be worried about that, because now that inFiRevenant sees that aLtOxygeN is across there, he's going to drop that early hatchery. He's going to feel very safe. And actually, this map, I don't know why aLtOxygeN decided to choose it, because this map, especially the spawning location, really favors the Zerg. Now this is the second best possible spawning position for a Zerg, because you still have this crescent, which you can very easily expand out as a Zerg. The best location would have been here down at the 6 o'clock. Then you're completely cross spawn. But this map is actually really good for Zerg because of the wide open spaces. You're able to get the early expansion over here or over here, and then because your Zerglings, remember Zerglings are really fast. Zerglings give you very early map control, and aLtOxygeN is going to check over here to see if there's Overlord, but Revenant has moved his Overlord already, so he's not going to lose that Overlord to one Marine, and that Marine is looking for something to kill, but unfortunately he has nothing on his target reticle. Did I say that right? But yeah, he has nothing on his targeting screen, and that Overlord is going to live to scout another day. Most likely at the 5-minute mark, this Overlord is going to suicide into this base, and it's going to look like it's going to be very standard play. It's relatively late gas because of that early hatchery, and it's going to be a late speed by Revenant, but Revenant is going to feel very safe. He knows that, and there we go. I was wondering why aLtOxygeN was going to choose this map. I guess he decides that, okay, look, if I can't seem to win on the micro game, let's go macro. Let's go macro head to head. 2 base Terran against 2 base Zerg, and we'll see who's the victor. Now inFiRevenant is going to scout this early expansion out by aLtOxygeN, and it's going to come up. The ball is going to be in his court. Usually the ball is in the opponent's court. The Zerg has to react, but now the Zerg has to react because right now, looking at that barrack placement, aLtOxygeN is building the Great Terran Wall of China. What you want to do is you want to build like a bunker here, and a supply depot here, maybe put a second bunker over here, and you have to form this gigantic wall of stuff. There we go. We even have an early engineering space, so aLtOxygeN is going to spend all his early gas on upgrades, just using Marines and maybe a few Marauders just to defend us, and the ball is going to be in the Revenant's court to see how he reacts to this. Now Zergs have 2 possible options to do this. One is the safer option. Oh, look at that. And the Zerglings are actually going to pick up the SCV, and look at that. aLtOxygeN was trying to be once again very aggressive, but the threat of these 3 Zerglings is just going to keep. No, he's not going to keep aLtOxygeN in his base. aLtOxygeN is not going to be deterred. He's going to put out early pressure, and there we go. 16 Zerglings by Revenant. I was just about to say there's 2 possible responses to an early FE by the Terran. One of them is the safer way. You get a 3rd base, so you're 3 bases against 2. The more risky very micro intensive way is you go 2 base Baneling bus, and we do have a Baneling's Nest. We do have speed by inFiRevenant, and inFiRevenant very carelessly throws away 4 Zerglings. I don't even think he killed a single Marine, but the thing is there going to be a lot of Zerglings, and right now aLtOxygeN has to be suspecting something, because this is way too many, way too many. Very nice micro there by aLtOxygeN. He did lose 4 Marines, but for killing I think like 13 or 14 Zerglings. Looking at the units lost, we do have 20 units lost already by Revenant. These Zerglings are going to see they come over here and pick off some weak units, but Oxygen has to know something is up, because that is just way too many Zerglings this early in the game, and he knows probably, even though I don't think he is scared. Let's look at Oxygen's cam. Look at Oxygen's cam. Oxygen is completely blind on what he hasn't even scouted where the base is. He does see the creep, so he does confirm the Zerg is over there. But other than that, he is completely blind on what's going on. But the thing is if you're going for a Baneling bus, all you need to do is turtle. You just, you put either a bunker here. He has a supply depot. Maybe put a bunker over there. Put another bunker over here. And yeah, Great Terran Wall of China right here. You put another building here, and you're going to be completely safe. This is a lot of Zerglings. Actually, the Zerglings are completely surrounded. The Banelings are coming in. And the thing is, I don't even think the Banelings are going to even need to kill the Marines. The Marines are completely out of position. And these Banelings are going to march freely into the worker line and actually coming around. They're trying to kill the workers, and they kill 2 workers. And Revenant is being very wise about his Banelings. He's not sacrificing his Banelings. This one Baneling might go down, but these Banelings are going to not go for the workers. Revenant, the thing is with Banelings, once there are Banelings on the field, you really are completely scared shitless. If you don't dare to bring Marines out, you don't dare to bring SCVs out. Most players will throw their Banelings away as soon as they can. And there you go, the Banelings are being used for maximum destruction. There are still 5 Banelings left. There are still so many Banelings, and right now, looking at the harvest account, it is completely even. We are at an even match, even though they're at 2 bases. The thing is, both these players have decided to play extremely low econ. The game is not over. Revenant is making a ton more Zerglings, but it's still not over. And it's going to come out to see who's going to be able to pull out of the defense. But there's so many Zerglings, man. The thing is with Terran is you can only produce units very slowly. It's not like the Zergs where you can mass produce, and I think he's going to go for a Baneling bus right now. There's only very weak supply depots. The thing is Oxygen very wisely is throwing down the, oh my god, the SCVs got in each other's way. They were able to make the bunker, and the wall is not complete. And these Zerglings are going to end the game. This is game over. Revenant has won SSL November. He's going to go home with 200 Singapore dollars. I don't see any way in hell, I guess you can say, that Oxygen is going to be able to come over back to this. This was really very aggressive play. Actually, play that I did not expect to see from Revenant. And Oxygen reacted to it really well. It was really even, and the thing was, unfortunately, the 2 production facilities was on the low ground. He knew the Baneling bus was coming. He did react with the bunkers. Actually, there was a gap here, so even if that bunker went up, there was still a gap here. The Zerglings could still run by. But what a game, man! Like, these are really short games, and I have to completely give to Revenant. He saw the early FE. He's like, okay, I have 2 choices. Either I get a 3rd base or I bust him. And I'm going to bust him. And he fully committed to that. I think the critical error was Oxygen's Marines were outside. Because he's such an aggressive player, he wanted to make a move, but he couldn't. If his Marines were here, that would have done nothing. The Banelings would have crashed into the supply depot, and the Marines would have just mowed down all the Zerglings. But, yeah, from there to there, cause oxygen in the game. But congratulations, inFiRevenant. You are SSL November's grand champion. You are walking home with 200 Singapore dollars, sponsored by the Blogspot, Bronze League Player .blogspot.com. Wait, let me say that one more time. www.thebronzeleagueplayer.blogspot.com, and also by Mothership Studios, where I'm currently casting at. This has been a pleasure for me to cast, and stay tuned for more videos. I do have more Glade videos for you Australians who really do love Glade play. He has played on the North American server. I think he played against I can't remember his name. And he played against Czech Prime, and I'm going to cast those games. Revenant also did send me some very high level plays, so I'm going to check him out. This is the guy to watch, man. Revenant is the guy to watch in the local scene, and I love to see him compete in more international tournaments, not just Singapore based. But I just want to do a big shout out for all the people that supported SSL November. It was a huge blast. We had like 50 or so people here. Lots and lots of people. All the support. Thank you guys for watching my casting. All the great feedback that I had. I'm looking forward to SSL December already. But thank you guys for also supporting me on the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. It really helps me, because I'm pushing for major sponsors to come with the Mothership Studios. It will not just be for Singapore, but also internationally. So please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in future games and future tournaments. This is HD Phoenix, signing out.